Hi everyone, in this lesson we're going to take a look at the Summertime Blues by Eddie Cochran. This is a fun little song from way back in 1958. Now this is a great song for beginners to do. We only need three chords. Those are an E chord, an A, and a B7. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take a look at the chord riff. So for this, what we're going to do first is to play a muted downstroke. So for this, lay your fingers just gently against the strings and play a downstroke. We're then going to change to an E chord and go up, down, up. So that'll give you down, up, down, up. We then change to the A chord, play down, then mute the strings again and go up, down, up. Okay, so putting that together gives down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, one more time. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. We then change to the B7 chord, and actually first of all we do the muted downstroke again, sorry. We go down, then the B7 chord, up, down, up, then change the E chord, down, mute the strings again, up, down, up. So that'll be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so putting those two parts together then gives us this. Down, up, 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 down. Okay, that can be tricky at first, but the best way to get it is to play it slowly at first. Maybe if you can do that 10 or 15 times at that kind of speed, and then slowly bring up the pace. Okay, so when the vocal line comes in, we can just play an E chord. So have maybe I'm gonna raise a first and I'm gonna raise a harder. I'm just palm muting there and just putting an up and down stroke, mainly across the lowest strings. I'm gonna raise a first and I'm gonna raise a harder. I think it sounds better though if you try and emulate the bass line that's going on there, like this. I'm gonna raise a first and I'm gonna raise a harder. Okay, so to do that, what you need to do is to hammer on from the 6th fret of the A string onto the 7th fret, using a down motion with your pick, then playing down, up again. So that will give you down, hammer, down, up. And you just repeat that. Down, hammer, down, up, down, hammer, down, up, down, hammer, down, up, down, hammer, down, up. Now notice when I'm doing this part that I'm never stopping. My hand is always in motion. My right hand, that is. I'm always going up and down. From the moment we're doing this, we're still using a down and down motion. It's smaller obviously because we're just playing a single string. But literally my hand's never stopping. It's constantly in motion. That's a really good way of keeping a consistent timing throughout the song. To just keep this hand going. Okay, so we do this. We then go into the chord riff. We then come back down here. Now, as we are playing 3 strokes of muted notes after that change to the E, we do the down, up, down, up. As we're doing those mutes, we can move our hand down to the 6th fret, ready to do this again. Moving my hand down there, getting back into that position, ready to do it again. Okay, so that covers you for the first 2 lines of the verse. Then the next one is done over an A chord. So for this, we're going to place our finger down, our first finger here, on just the 2nd fret of, you just need it on the D string and on the G string. You're going to play it from the open A string though, so it's the A, the D and the G strings you need to play here. And again, you can just play an A chord. But again, it sounds better this time with a sort of a blues 12-bar technique. So what we're doing here is to add our 3rd finger onto the 4th fret of the D string on beats 2 and beats 4. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's just on those 2 beats. So it's going to be down, up, down. You place the 3rd finger down there on the 4th fret, take it off again, up, down, 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 up, down. So you do that for 2 bars. Then you're just going to play an E chord on its own, just strumming down quickly over an E chord. Stick with that E chord shape for a second. There's a brief pause. You come back in on the and after 3, and you're going to play up, down, up on the E chord. So that'll give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. And you go back into this little A section again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you play an E downstroke again. And then you small gap again. You're coming back in then here with that little bass run. Okay, so let me put some of that together for you now then. So starting with our bass run. So there's gonna raise a fuss and I'm gonna raise a holler. Well, I'm working all summer just to try and earn $1. Well, I called my baby to try to get a date. Boss says no dice, son, you gotta work late. Sometimes I wonder what am I gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.